pursuit. Guessing they might stop out or follow you doing a U-turn, trying to pit the dude. I think I hear the sirens. I'm looking, they're going back. Oh, they're going back eastbound. That's westbound. Oh, they're probably going northbound. That's a bird. Some other game near. I might stop. Looks like.
Officer might actually be trying to do a pit.
Awfully close to the vehicle. He is matching the energy of that driver. You know, sometimes when the chase gets too dangerous, we see police back off, right? They don't want to endanger the public. But in this case, it's interesting to see that the police vehicle is trying to basically catch up, perhaps do a pit maneuver on this vehicle. And there you go.
Just, you know, maybe it's a pit, maybe it's command presence. Who knows? But that what's going on there? What's going on there? Making a turn. I don't know if he's making a U-turn. We got some trees in the way. I guess he's continuing on, just following the LAPD. Let's see what happens right there. Yep, there he goes. But you know, you can see him just moving around, very agitated in that driver's seat, just zipping around, looking back and forth. It also looks like it might be a bicycle or a wheelchair in that back of that car. Just more questions will just keep coming out here. But this driving, you know, I'm just saying, if he's got an angel with him, that angel's going to be having a lot, working overtime, keeping everybody else safe, going on the wrong side of the road again. And you know, you're right, you just kind of wonder, LAPD so many times in the past, because of the policies and the changes, and stolen vehicle, it just, you got to wonder, why are they continuing on with this chase when, you know, a lot of times they could just follow along. You know, this is one of those ones, driving across the curb, getting onto one of those little side streets right there, making his way into a neighborhood. He is starting to put the little space between him. Well, I guess not. One of those LAPD officers not even giving up at all. But it does look like maybe he's looking for a place to pull over. We saw him I just saw him make that little kind of like getting over to the curb type of thing. Maybe this is an area that he knows, but I can tell you, LAPD getting very, very close. A little bit of a dead end. There you go. Out and running.
And the car's still
out
on.
And running. Yep, car's still going, but it's kind of bumped into some gating right there. Wow, look at this guy go 15 miles an hour. I love Sky Fox and Attack. He's holding it. I couldn't do that. I'm out of breath just watching. And he's continuing on. Oh, my goodness. Well, you know what? That wheelchair, definitely not for him if that was in the back of that car. I can tell you that. And, you know, this is one of the ones. He's running through that neighborhood. LAPD not going to be able to follow with a car. I can hear the helicopter calling out streets. They're going to keep an eye on it. This might turn into something else. And the speeds of this guy, look at this. Look, oh my goodness. He's slowing down a little bit, but how long has he been running? Almost 30 seconds, maybe a minute flat out. This guy has got some energy, that is for sure. LAPD though, I hear the ship in my other ear. He's calling out locations and streets. I know there's a black and white might be getting close by. Now my concern is if he tries to get into somebody's home. What? There's an LAPD officer behind him. Oh my gosh. How far has this guy been running? Oh, this is, you know what? I think in the end they're just going to call up. Taser's out for sure. And, he's going to tase him.
Oh,
tase him on the run.
Oh.
Boom!
Oh,
Boom! Right behind a tree. Always behind a tree. There you go. But he's here. They got him down. I do not think they tased him, but you got this guy on the ground. What a run for those officers. I just hope they get the credit due to them for getting this guy into custody. And again, thank goodness, no injuries to anybody. What a wild ride this afternoon.
That was, every time we do Pursuit, Stu, I always say, well, that was a new one. That was different. This was certainly different.
This was definitely something that we hadn't seen in a long time, that high speeds. I never saw a vibe in a pursuit, but I can tell you that that suspect in custody right now. I'm sure they're going to call at least for an ambulance just to check on this guy, especially after that long run. He's in cuffs right now. Adrenaline is a powerful drug. There is no doubt about it. I'm sure water is going to be needed all around, but those officers keeping up with that guy, that was something to see for sure.
Yeah, it absolutely was. And you have to, you know, in addition to the stolen car, which of course he will face charges for, they were taking notes. Every kind of a violation that happened during that crazy pursuit, with blowing through red lights, just breaking the rules all the way around, he's going to face a ton of charges. And you have to wonder about that passenger who was let out. We don't know. Yep. It looked like a woman, but we don't know who she was. We don't know if she knows this guy, if she just happened to be collateral damage. Perhaps she owns the car. Who knows? We're going to get more information on that. Of course, we'll have more on this during the Fox 11 news at 5 o'clock. But here we go on the right side of your screen, showing you exactly what we were talking about. When that passenger, there you see the door opened and she stepped out. She seems very bewildered. I know it's a strange observation to make, but that's kind of what comes to mind. So she just came out, and that vehicle was driving with the door open for quite a while before she stepped out of the vehicle. So on the right of your screen, you're seeing moments before this became a foot pursuit. On the left side of your screen, you are seeing the aftermath. This pursuit is certainly over, and it was one of those unique ones where the guy just basically drove himself into a street where there was no outlet and had no choice. There it is. He bailed. The car left running, hit that fence post, and he took off. Didn't take long, though. LAPD right behind him.
Crazy. Crazy. And these officers all kind of right now just doing, I don't know if you saw that live, but they were doing that high five with each other, doing some fist pumps, and it deserved, definitely deserved, all that dangerous driving and then all that running at the end. That suspect in custody there on the ground. This is in a neighborhood out here in the Norwalk, Cerritos area, so we're not even outside of Long Beach. They're picking him up. There's some black and whites that have arrived right there. That's probably going to be his ride back to the Harbor Division. But again, this pursuit coming to an end. Nobody injured. Amazing work on LAPD's part for sure, keeping up with it and keeping the public safe. And that woman, kind of curious myself, don't know how she fit into it, but once she got out of that car, it was really on and cracking. That driver really kind of pulled out all the stops, and again, in the end, in custody.
Yeah, absolutely. We're very curious about who that passenger was. Of course, we're going to work to get more information, and we will have that for you at 5. But the most important thing, Stu, like you said, thank God no one got hurt, because this could have really taken a different turn. All right, so Stu, Skyfox, thank you so much. We are going to connect all our viewers to their regularly scheduled programming. And again, 5 o'clock, tune in tonight. You'll get an update on this, plus all the other news. See you then.